Hey everyone, I'm Hallie Turner, Community Engagement Specialist for Columbia County, and today's Design Recognition episode brings us to Southern Smiles Pediatric Dentistry.
Southern Smiles Pediatric Dentistry opened its new location in 2024 just off Town Park Boulevard after outgrowing its original space. Designed by Booker and Vick Architects and built by Duckworth Development, this two-story practice was designed to change the way children experience a trip to the dentist, focusing on an environment that feels comfortable, familiar, and less intimidating.
Joining me today to talk about her new practice location is Dr. Kelly Hughes. So Dr. Hughes, welcome and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for being here.
Well, Dr. Hughes, you have lived in Augusta all your life, other than college, born and raised here. You've owned your own practice since 2017. So at your previous location off Bel Air Road, it was a little bit smaller. You guys had kind of outgrown it. So what led you to wanting to, come and build a new standalone location?
Well, over the years as the practice grew, I quickly saw the need to maybe move us to more of an updated, independent space. We previously were located in a commercial storefront building, and I felt the need to get us in a freestanding building, which would allow us more growth. Our previous space didn't allow for a lot of natural sunlight in, and so the new space, that was a big desire of mine, was to have lots of windows, open spaces, and a really great area for families to be comfortable in.
And outgrowing your old space is a huge milestone. So what is different from the old location when you walk through these doors to the new one?
Well, I think families will see it is an updated space. They will see clean lines. We do have an open concept in areas that it's appropriate to be so. I think they'll find warmth in our team, which we had that in the previous space as well, but it does allow for more comfort because there's just more space available for families to be comfortable in.
And when you look around at this area, it really, the new Southern Smiles Pediatric Dentistry location really does fit in with that modern neighborhood feel that Columbia County carries from all over. So how did you guys work with the county to bring that same vision here?
So I worked a lot with our contractors, our architect, and relied pretty heavily on them to help make decisions that would work well in Columbia County and the space that we are in now. And so we had a great interior designer that helped pick out a lot of things for us, but relied heavily on our contractors to help make those decisions.
Well, let's go take a look inside. I'm really excited to kind of see what it looks like compared to what you used to have.
And I'm excited to show it to you.
All right, well, let's go.
Okay.
When you walk into this space, it's super open, it's light, it's airy, and I'm gonna out my dentist a little bit here because when I go to the dentist, I hate going. I've always hated it, but here, you've really reimagined what it's like for children to come to the dentist. So talk a little bit about what we've got in here.
Well, as families walk into the door, as children walk into the door, we want them to feel comfortable. That is exactly what we're looking for. So we have some fun lights on our ceiling that really are like a wow factor for the reception area. We also have some TVs that are playing movies throughout the day that the children seem to enjoy. We also have a little book nook, kind of a little play area for younger children. And then of course we have video games. That seems to be a pretty hot spot for our reception area, which kind of helps welcome them in.
Where did that idea to bring all of this into here come from? Do you notice that children, when they come in to your chair and they're ready to sit down, that they're a lot less stressed than what they used to be?
I definitely think our new space helps with that. This space tends to be a little bit more warm, lots of natural light. Our old space was a little bit more, tight quarters, a little bit more closed off, and so we do find that the kids are doing very well here.
So what have we got going on down this hallway?
So on this side of our building, we have our treatment room. So this is typically where you might find us doing some new patient consults. We may do some fillings here, some restorative work, extractions, things of that nature. And we have individual rooms for each of the patients here.
Each of these rooms also has a TV, so do kids watch TV while you're doing their teeth?
They do, they sure do. We actually even have TVs on our ceiling, which is something that we've kind of been excited to offer in the new space. And so while we are doing treatment, the children can watch a movie, which seems to give them a little bit better experience, and us as well.
So we're about to walk into your sterilization room. You guys have grown from just you being one dentist to 3. So that's a lot of patients. So you needed a bigger sterilization room. So talk to us about what we're about to see.
Sure. In the early phases of design for the building, we did work with a dental supply company who helped us design our new sterilization area. It is definitely larger in size, definitely updated, and allows for a pretty efficient workflow during the day.
What's different in here? What equipment is new that you didn't have at the old space?
So we affectionately call this our dishwasher, and so it just helps kind of keep our instruments moving through a little bit more quickly. We actually have 2 autoclave units that we are using throughout the day that helps us stay on time with things as well.
And then when you come through the sterilization room, you've got kind of a lot of chairs on the floor out here. So this is part of your treatment room, I guess is what you would call it.
We would call this our hygiene bay. We actually have 5 hygienists that are employed by Southern Smiles, and they work together in this room. And so we can typically have 4 children in this area at the same time. Sometimes they're siblings and sometimes they're not, but it seems to really work well. We find that the children are able to model behavior pretty well. So if we have a young one, sometimes they can watch an older patient who may be having a cleaning done, and they are able to understand that this is not a scary space. It's an okay, or a safe place to be.
Was this something that you guys had at your previous building or something that you brought here?
This is something that we brought here. We did have an open area, but it was a little bit more divided. And so this has kind of been a newer idea for this space.
And then this also has a TV, so are they watching TV some?
Yes, and we also have TVs on the ceiling in our hygiene bay as well. So we, again, love for the kids to be comfortable, and being able to watch a movie while they receive their dental treatment seems to help the time go by a little quicker for them.
Do you ever have a child that doesn't want to get out of the chair?
Every once in a while we do, because of the movie that we're playing.
Let's walk through some of your family hygiene rooms back here. This is a unique concept to be able to walk in here with your child. What is unique about this that you don't always see?
So I think families will find that these rooms were designed to be much larger. And so we designed these rooms specifically with families that might have a double stroller, multiple children, even children with special healthcare needs that may be in a wheelchair. We designed these rooms for them to have easy access in and out. We also typically keep some toys or some options for children to play with if they need to wait on us for a few minutes to help keep them occupied. So this space has become a little bit more comfortable in that way for them.
Okay, looking at this building, you would never know it was a 2-story dentistry office. And so we've talked a lot about your patients, but a big part of your new practice is how much you care about your employees. It's really a family here. So talk to us. This is a room people typically would not see.
That's right. So this is our break space. I really wanted to create an enjoyable space for our team members to come and have meetings in as we need to, but also to have breaks or lunch together to share in that time together. So we have a TV, we have a couple of different appliances that we have in the kitchen area, and then they can share lunch together in a fun space and also feel very connected to outdoors because there's lots of windows up here as well. So that was important to me. Our previous space had a much smaller area for them to have lunch in, really very limited meeting space. So we were very excited to have this.
It really does feel like you are walking into someone's home when you walk downstairs and you walk in those doors. And so from the moment that you walk in to the time that you're coming up these staircases as an employee, you guys are one big family here.
Yeah, we are. A lot of us have been working for many, many years together, and so it is important for for me, for them to feel very comfortable here in the workspace. We spend a lot of time here together, so that was a big point on why we created this.
So the last stop on our tour today is where the patients stop after their visit's over. So talk a little bit about where we are.
So we are in our area where our patient families will check out, kind of complete their visit. We have some wonderful patient coordinators that will help families kind of reschedule appointments. They love to ask how their visit was, so it's a great opportunity for us to get a little bit of verbal feedback.
Well, Dr. Hughes, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us a tour of this beautiful place. We've really enjoyed being able to see what you have brought to our community, and I think it's pretty cool.
Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Well, that's our time. Thank you for yours. We'll see you right back here on the next episode of Design Recognition.